Yo guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have my July and August book haul. This isn't the biggest haul ever, and there are also a few things that technically probably should be in this haul, but just aren't, and I'll explain that in a minute. I didn't get a lot this month just because I was saving some money after the damage I did last month while my girlfriend was here. Treated ourselves, spent quite a bit. So I wanted to recuperate some funds this month, if you will. However, I did place quite a large order this month for mainly this coming fall. However, there were a few things a part of that order that have either already come in or are coming in very soon. The Warlord being one of them, which I showed off in my last video. This won't be counted as a part of this haul. We'll show that off in the fall, in October, when I do my September and October book haul. That being said, I have some awesome stuff here today to show off. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so the first thing I did pick up, this was at the beginning of July. I kind of forgot that I got this. This is the second book in John Gwynn's Of Blood and Bone. It's A Time of Blood. You might be thinking, I don't have the rest of The Faithful and the Fallen or even the first book in this series, so why did I pick up the second? And the reason being is because this was actually at my work in our bargain section, and I wasn't expecting to see it at all. It's a part of a series that I know that I'm going to complete collecting, and I am going to read, because John Gwynn is one of my favorite authors right now, after nearly being caught up with Bloodsworn Saga. I do plan to read Faithful and the Fallen in the coming months, maybe next year. So I knew that I was going to get to this anyway, and it was like $6, so I couldn't pass it up. Yeah, awesome book. Gonna get to this at some point. The second thing I did pick up is going to be Kings of the Wyld by Nicholas Eames. This just looks like a really cool series that I did want to try out. It is also another Orbit. Gotta say, since I've been collecting books in the last few months, Orbit has got to be one of my favorite publishers, just because most of the titles that they produce are just really well made, and also they are awesome series just by default. This being something that I just think is really interesting. It's got a bunch of like rock and roll and metal references, and it's like a getting the band back together, except it's fantasy. And I just think that that idea is pretty cool. As you guys can see, it says boys are back in town, obviously a Thin Lizzy reference. Gotta love it. And then yeah, gonna read this again at some point. This is one that I have high hopes for. There is a sequel out, and the third book in what I believe is a trilogy is supposed to come out next year, which I'm also excited for. So maybe I'll wait until then to read the trilogy, because I do have quite a bit on my plate at the moment as far as reading, and I guess just in general. But yeah, that's going to be Kings of the Wyld. Alright, and then the next things, as you guys saw in the last haul I did, which I don't even remember when that was, I believe it was June probably. I picked up the first book in the Red Rising series. Still haven't read it. I do plan to get to that this year, at the end of the year, probably. I don't know. But I do want to try to get through the Saxon Tales first before I start anything else that's new. But one of the next things I do want to start is the Red Rising series. I did go a little overboard for a series. Again, I haven't read yet. I tend to do this. It's kind of a habit of mine that I'm not the most proud of, but I did buy most of the series. I'm just gonna say I did want to get at least the first trilogy, just because, you know, they're not long books at all, and I heard that the first book isn't the best, and it's not really the best thing to like go off for this, like if you're gonna be rating like the series and stuff and reviewing it. Heard that the second book is amazing, and by the third book it's just a great series. So I did want to get the full first trilogy. And of course, in July, Lightbringer came out, which is the third book in the second trilogy. So what ended up happening is I did go ahead and buy Golden Sun. This is the second book and arguably the best in the series. Again, haven't gotten to it yet, but plan to this year. And then while my girlfriend was here, she did indeed buy me the third book in the series, Morning Star. This I've heard. I know my boy Matt's fantasy book reviews. He wasn't the biggest fan of Red Rising, but however, he did say that the ending of this third book is amazing. It's one of, I guess, the best endings he's read. I might be misinterpreting that, but I know that he did really like the ending of the series, despite not really enjoying the series in its majority, I guess. So yeah, really excited to try out the Red Rising series. I do plan, like I said, to read that trilogy, at least the first few, or first couple of them this year. And if I don't get to the second trilogy, or I think it's supposed to be a tetralogy at this point. It was originally the second trilogy, I believe, but then now it's 4 books, something like that. If I don't get to that this year, it's no biggie. I'll definitely be reading that next year. And sticking with Red Rising, I did go ahead and get Lightbringer in the hardback, brand new. Yeah, it's just a beautiful cover. I love the feel of this book. It's really awesome. Funny story with this is I was originally gonna get the signed, like the autographed version. That was the only reason why I was gonna pick it up. So yeah, it was brand new at my work and I got it. And the autographed version, I looked through our stuff and I didn't see the autographed version, so I was kind of like, dang it, and I guess I'll just get the regular one. And then apparently we did actually have the autographed one, and I had just missed it when I was looking through our stuff. So that kind of sucks, and somebody got it. And it wasn't me, but yeah. So the one that we did have, I skimmed over and wasn't able to get my hands on it, sadly. So, however, I did get this version of it right here, just the basic one, and it's still really cool. My goal with this series is that if I do end up really enjoying the first 3 books, then for Iron, Gold, and Dark Age, I do plan on getting the hardcovers for the second series in the series, I guess, the tetralogy. Anyways, guys, that is going to about do it for today's video. I know it wasn't the most, but believe me, the fall haul, that rhymes, the fall haul is going to be insane. If you guys have been following my like TBR stuff and all that, even my mid-year freak out video I did, you guys know some things that are coming out this fall that I am really excited for. So of course be expecting to see all of that in October when I do that next video. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy the video, and if you guys did enjoy, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already, because I would greatly appreciate it. And also be sure to join the official Discord down in the description below. Join us, talk about some books, manga, anime, all that nerd stuff. It's all down there, having some great conversations. So yeah, go check it out. Also, book clubs. We are going to be hopefully starting Stormlight Archive in a couple months here in October as well. So if you guys want to get in on the Way of Kings book club, be sure to join and for updates on all that. Currently, we are doing the Hunger of the Gods one, but that will be ending sometime next month in September. And yeah, so if you guys want in on that, be sure to join. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.